We're all just animals fighting for survival and struggling to find our place in the world. But some of these animals could have chosen their fights a little more carefully. This pufferfish has his defense stats maxed. If you get bullied by an elephant, there's not a whole lot of ways you can respond, even if you're a massive buffalo. Like so many stupid fights, this one is also over a female. This goose and swan are battling to protect their nests, which suggests that neither of them were particularly bothered about the other's nest in the first place. It doesn't matter how fearsome you are in your own territory, things are a bit different when things get wet. Actually, completely ignore what I said in the last clip. Some animals don't care how well you can swim. Hey, look out for the... Never mind. Oh look, a mongoose versus a snake. Maybe it's time these two creatures just kissed and made up. Roosters help us get up in the morning, but after that, they've got all day to relax or enjoy a spot of goat fighting. That moment when you suddenly notice your mortal enemy walking on the other side of the street. Cats quite happily roam around other people's gardens, but then so do foxes, and that's when things like this happen. You know that image of the snake swallowing itself? Well, this is almost the same thing. A mongoose can easily kill a cobra, so it's probably not going to be too freaked out by a couple of pussycats. Even for a bird of prey, an animal this size is a bit of a stretch. Fist fights are bad enough. Imagine being in a horn fight. There's nothing less boring than being attacked by a wild boar. We're not biased towards foxes or anything, but surely one side has an unfair advantage here. This is what happens when a hare sleeps with another hare's wife.
Vámonos, a ver cuál se cansa primero. Se están pegando una chinga. Qué óvele, aquí enfrente del carro.
Just like UFC, goat fights are often won by a knockout or a submission, but mostly a knockout. Never bring a knife to a gunfight, and never bring a small dog to a wild boar fight. It's hard to believe that these guys were the inspiration for the Care Bears. Call me old-fashioned, but I generally like my food to stop moving before I eat it. If you can invent a robot bird for your dog to play with, then surely you can invent a robot to take them for a walk and pick up their poop. 2 against 1 is always unfair, regardless of the size of the 2. Yes, it's the grudge match we all wanted to see. Wings versus tiny horns. These bees are taking on a massive hornet and winning. Who'd have thought it? It doesn't matter what kind of weird creature you are, you don't mess with a mom's eggs. The only creature on Earth who doesn't fear a cobra? Yes, it's this furry little bundle of fun, the mongoose. The moral of this clip, do not mess with ants. When you think you found your food, but then you turn out to be the food. Crocodile versus hen? No contest, right? Wrong. Just like in professional boxing, the youngest fighter often wins. Here's another example of why you can't even relax in your own river. Buffalo, the riskiest of all lion snacks. When your steak decides to tenderize itself. Yeah, if I had to put money on one snake losing, it'd be the one that looks like a blade of grass. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, you don't live here anymore. Look how angry they get when they miss out on a nice poultry dinner. Just like humans, most poultry are chilled out. But then, some of them just love the drama. How do you survive a wolf attack? Drown it, of course. You know how much dogs hate going in the bath. It all seemed like a good idea until he got an antler in the eyeball. This lion clearly didn't realize that its prey was trained in judo. An unlikely fight with an equally unlikely winner. It's hard to run when you're up to your knees in mud, but in this case, staying to fight isn't a great option either. It takes a lot of nerve to stand up to a fox like this, especially when you could simply just fly away. We're gonna take a wild guess and say that this chicken is called Goliath. This is what rodeo looks like if you're a small monkey. Children need discipline, but this may be taking things too far. Removing this puma isn't quite as easy as removing a sneaker with the same name. These creatures must be constantly sustaining brain injuries. What the hell is this thing? And is it squaring up to me? Is this a fight or a very passionate dance? Cats are always getting themselves into trouble, but this is a step too far. They could be attacking him, but then he could be the referee. What do you think? Some of us just don't respond well to a surprise cuddle. I think we can all agree that pythons are terrifying. Well, all of us apart from this guy. And you thought Godzilla was just an old movie. Here's what a sucker punch looks like in the animal kingdom. If you're bullying someone, always double check that their protective friend isn't hiding somewhere nearby. Two bulls fighting in the street is enough to make anyone nervous, not least the guy who owns that store. Actually, hang on, maybe we should consider this guy for the position of king too. On the other hand, even baboons and hippos don't mess with the furry ball of rage known as the honey badger. And now it's time for the aggressive yawning championship. Sometimes even vultures can be easy pickings, especially for things that like to hunt. This is exactly like having your lunch money stolen by the school bully. Exactly. Monkey Fight sounds a bit like a classic Nintendo game. It even takes place on a platform.
Wow. Oh, it's horrible. I don't like it.
Most buffalo are peaceful, and most lions, well, aren't.
heart is last.
Wait, if you love our videos, be sure to check out Retrocast. And if Retrocast isn't your thing, don't worry, we have another Akimbo video for you.